Christmas Eve, 1929. The White House was ready for a celebration. President Herbert Hoover was hosting a party for children. It was supposed to be a night of joy. But while the children played, a silent monster was growing inside the West Wing attic. A blocked chimney, overheated by the freezing winter, sparked a flame. At 8 p.m., a messenger whispered the terrifying news to the president. The executive office is on fire. The music stopped. The nightmare began. Hoover's first thought wasn't himself. It was the children. He quietly ordered the band to play louder, trying to hide the panic. He didn't want to ruin their Christmas, but he couldn't hide it for long. Within minutes, the West Wing turned into a torch. The glow of the fire could be seen all across Washington, D.C. To understand the horror of this night, you have to look at the year 1929. This was already a cursed year for America. Just 2 months earlier, the stock market crashed. The Great Depression had begun. The country was already burning financially. And now, the literal heart of the government was burning. The attic was packed with 200,000 government documents. No backups, no computers, just dry paper. President Hoover knew this. That's why he did something insane. He ran into the fire. He personally led the rescue mission to save the country's secrets. He didn't evacuate to safety like a normal leader. He stood in the smoke, directing his men. It was a race against time. It was a scene of madness. The doors were locked or blocked by fire. Men in tuxedos began smashing windows with axes. They weren't fighting the fire to save the furniture. They were throwing heavy desks and secret files out into the snow just to save the information. The fire department arrived, but they faced a new enemy. The ice. It was so cold that the water from the hoses froze instantly on the ground. Firemen were sliding on the lawn. Their coats were covered in solid ice. It was a battle between extreme heat and extreme cold. The equipment was freezing up. Men were falling on the ice. It seemed like nature itself was attacking the White House. Outside, the heat melted the glass skylights. Molten glass rained down on the Secret Service agents like deadly lava. They had to dodge falling glass and burning timber, but they refused to leave until the president's desk was safe. Hoover's son rushed to save the president's dogs. Even the first family's pets barely escaped the Inferno. For 3 hours, it looked like the White House might be lost forever. The flames were relentless. The president stood in the snow, watching his office burn. He wondered if this was the end of his presidency. Finally, around 10:30 p.m., the fire was extinguished. The West Wing was a skeleton. The roof had collapsed completely. The Oval Office was a ruin of charcoal, water, and ice. The center of power was gone. But here is the most incredible part. Hoover washed the soot off his face, fixed his tie, and prepared to go back to the party. He put his tuxedo jacket back on and walked back into the East Room as if nothing had happened. He finished the party. He handed out toys to the children. He refused to let the fire steal Christmas from them. However, the press called it a dark omen. They couldn't believe the White House burned down on the holiest night of the year. They said, "The White House is burning, just like the American economy," and they were right. The next 10 years were the hardest in American history. The Great Depression got worse every single day. Hoover's presidency was doomed. The fire was just a foreshadowing of the darkness that would consume his legacy. But from the ashes, they rebuilt. The fire forced the government to construct a new, modern West Wing. Because the old office was destroyed, they had the chance to make it bigger, stronger, and fireproof. The reconstruction happened quickly. A new symbol of power rising from the disaster. The iconic Oval Office we see today. It exists in its current form partly because of that Christmas fire. A fire on Christmas Eve. A president in a tuxedo. A warning of the Great Depression. History is stranger than fiction. And sometimes, the most dramatic stories are the ones schoolbooks forget. Did you know this story? Do you think it was really a curse? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dark history tale, hit that subscribe button right now. Help us reach 1,000 history lovers. We uncover the secrets that they don't want you to know. Don't miss the next video. From all of us at American History Unlocked, have a safe and happy holiday. See you in the next chapter of history. Goodbye.